up, everybody? Mr. Smith here with Zephix TV, and today we're looking at the heavy assault rifle. And this gun is my baby, my pride and joy. I absolutely love it. People still complain about it being overpowered. Boo hoo hoo for them, people. But this and the regular assault rifle are probably my two favorite guns. I'm an assault rifle guy, and if you can see my stats here, 1.51 KD. And I have 6,600 kills, and 4,800 of them are with a heavy assault rifle. Favorite secondary is machine pistol, but yeah. So, there's a quick look at my stats, and let's get this underway. I've tested with this gun a lot since it's been released, since I bought it. Permanent was in. Since it became available to buy, permanent was in. I didn't really like it at first. But once you get used to the recoil pattern, it's straight up. Just pull down on your mouse. And you can pretty much kill anything. There's something on the bottom of my mouse. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? There. Good lord. Okay. So, there's two ways you can go about this. Okay? The first build you can build is with a silencer. Even though it's kind of out of practice now, and you need the highest damage barrel, and the range is poop. So you can go that way, and I'm just going to skip these parts for a minute because they're the same on all the guns that all the guns pretty much. You're going to want the quick mag to raise it up to 66, and then we're going to be up here. So on your node list, which these are kind of more of a pain to get now, you're going to want something like this. At least 3%. I'd recommend getting a 5. That way it's the longest. I think I have a few more of these. Let's check. Yeah, 3 more of them for 90 days. But you're going to want this to get it up to the 67 damage mark that it has to be to 3-hit people. But, excuse me, actually, there's my HOR now. Let's build one, shall we? First of all, in the recent nerf, it has 22 rounds in this magazine, which is quite a pain that some people don't like. But we'll get to that when we get to it. The muzzle, of course, the Crane SPR1. Yep. And the barrel's the Aircom Elite X3-455. Boom. The magazine, like I said, since it comes equipped with, does it say it? Let's see here. Standard. Well, let's put it this way. If you don't use an extended mag, this comes with 22 rounds in the clip now. I'm pretty sure everyone knows this that plays the game, but if you don't play the game, this is the only gun that comes with that low of a clip starting out. So, to get it up with the rest of the guns, you're going to want to use the banana clip. It's just part of it. That's how it's going to have to be if you want 30 rounds. Which, you know, all this, 22 rounds, 22 rounds, 22 rounds, 22. This one's the only one that bumps it up to 30. But yes, it's a pain. There's not really much you can do about it. The scope is going to be like the LMG scope. The OPRL Reflex-2 Hollow. It cancels out most of the muzzle flash from the muzzle here that we're using, so that's lovely. I'll actually, on this video, I'll show you the settings I use to get the most minimal muzzle flash that I can. The stock, of course, is the Torex. I love this stock. It makes it godforsakenly good, increases the range, decreases everything else. Boom. And then, I prefer to use this one. I think I'm using that on here. See? Weapon tag. Yeah. Sonic knife. I prefer the sonic knife just to get that extra bump in damage, and that's just really a personal preference thing. I'm sure most of you would go accuracy because accuracy or recoil more or less, but I prefer. Let's see, Code Fortune Cat. Yeah, that one's +2. No, KB mod. What the? Did not realize, but see, the accuracy brings it down to 1.4, 0.19. Or recoil, it'll bring it down a little bit. It's not really that noticeable. I prefer the good old sonic knife damage. But anyway, this thing has some hefty muzzle flash, and I'll show you my settings now in this video. So the settings that I use to get rid of the most muzzle flash, some people don't really like these settings, but 1280 by 720, medium, medium, particle detail low, medium. Okay. Dynamic shadows can be on, but the main thing is dynamic lights and light shafts. Disable those, and lens flare and bloom. Okay. Dynamic lights, light shaft, bloom, lens flare. Those will make so much more muzzle flash in your game. I tested with one of them on, I tested with two of them on, until I figured out perfectly what those needed to be. Screen door fade, you can go screw yourself because I don't know what you do and you're kind of a pain. But yeah, so those are the settings I use to get rid of the most muzzle flash with anything that you're not using a silencer on. If it was possible, I would still much rather use a silencer build, but they're trying to weed those out, it looks like. So there's the HAR. Hope you all enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.